Hey, what's up, guys? This is Spencer Hughes, and I'm here to talk with you about water on Mars and if it has the potential to support life forms on Mars. NASA sent a rover to Mars several years ago to explore the new planet that we didn't really know much about and see if we could find anything that really piqued our interest. The rover found a patch of rocks that was proof that there was at one point in time running water on the surface of Mars that was about ankle deep and moving at a rate of 3 feet per second. NASA later decided to name the patch of rock Hota after Lake Hota. This was extraordinarily significant because there wasn't running water or water on the surface of Mars when Hota was discovered, but it was significant and reliable proof that there was running water at one point in time on the planet. So with the pictures that Hota brought back to NASA, we could prove that there was running water moving at 3 feet per second that was ankle deep on the surface of Mars at one point in time. But NASA could not prove when that time was that there was water on the surface of Mars. Many people questioned how NASA could be so sure, even positive, that there was running water on the surface of Mars at one point in time just from pictures captured by a rover. The reason is because of the shape that the rocks were in. They were in a canal, which is a surface that water runs through really easily, like you would see maybe in like a river or like you would see in the Grand Canyon where water runs through the Grand Canyon. So, over time, since Mars is significantly smaller than the Earth and has a thinner atmosphere and less gravity, the water evaporated into the never-ending abyss of space, and the atmosphere dissipated, which made the temperature on Mars drop significantly. Over time, scientists found that all of the water that was on the surface of Mars, whether it have been running water or water in a small body or a small river, combined with other minerals that were found on the surface of Mars and anything that was left on the surface of Mars with the dropping temperature, it became frozen and couldn't even really be seen as water anymore because it had mixed with so many different minerals and other substances found on the surface of Mars. Although there may not be what scientists call liquid water still on Mars, scientists do believe that there is a small amount of frozen water underneath the surface of Mars that accumulated there over the time that the planet did have running water on it, and with the dropping temperature has just stayed there in a frozen block. Scientists are led to believe that there is a block of frozen water under the surface of Mars that is about 2 miles thick. This block of ice is losing water every summer with the change in temperature, but is still fairly large. In the 1990s started these voyages to Mars promoted by NASA mostly, and readings that were originally coming back indicated, like I said earlier, this mass ice block underneath the surface of Mars that scientists believed could fill Lake Michigan 2 times. In 2008, NASA sent out another Voyager to explore the surface of Mars and see if it could find anything new as far as minerals or water went on the surface. The rover found crystals of what over the camera appeared to be frozen water on the surface of Mars. And after these samples were sent back to NASA, NASA concluded that they were crystals of frozen water on the surface of Mars, which was very significant because up until this point, NASA was under the impression that the water was only below the surface of Mars. Although in 2008 NASA did find frozen water on the surface of Mars, they did conclude that Mars is not a stable enough planet with a stable enough water supply to support any forms of life. Mars is getting steadily colder and also losing water, like I said earlier, every summer with the rise in temperature, and it's decreasing steadily and shows no signs of stopping. So what I hope you can conclude from this video is that Mars at one point in time did have running, moving water that was not frozen on the surface of Mars, and over time, with the atmosphere dissipating and the temperature dropping, all the water that can be found on Mars was known and thought to be below the surface frozen. But in 2008, it was discovered that frozen water was also on the surface of Mars. But even with this discovery, Mars is still not a planet that could support any life forms whatsoever. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.